Great. So, okay. So Darrell, I don't know if
Thank
he knew,
you.
no one ever really knew that personally. And I knew them from a cousin that stays close by. And it's the name of the city. It's kind of a funny pronunciation, but that's the way that I knew pretty much about Joe. Being in the community as LGBT, at that time, Joe was representing that. He did have a certain, stage name. He did have a name, but everybody would either call him Eddie or Joe. He's been there
Eddie Joe,
waysides,
y'all.
and I know through the times, we've seen him go up and down through the waysides. So, with that being said, Darrell Stevens was like, when they found out what he had and the sickness, Joe really didn't know how to take that, really didn't know how to handle that. And with Joe's family being Christian and his mother being, older, of course, and his aunt, the one he always mentioned about he's going to feed and everything, which is still living. I think her name is Annie Lou. If I'm not mistaken, her name is Annie. But they didn't really know how to take that
Really
with
do.
Joe's sexuality. And I have pictures with him and his mom that passed away.
Okay, and so TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Yes, honey. Yeah, she says, so why is this important to viewers? We don't know this motherfucker for real. Y'all doing the most. Who's doing the most? That's not my recording. That's the recording that's actually circulating around TikTok. Hey, Lori, how are you? But whoever you are, you like to pray. So if you like to pray, it's Sunday. You should be somewhere praying instead of worrying about what I'm doing over here. That's not my voice. And I've continuously stopped this live to say, along with that recording, that this is for entertainment purposes only. So guess what? Bye. I'm not making this important. My algorithm made this important. The algorithm brought this to me. I didn't bring this to me. How am I? I'm not worried about Joe. I'm just talking to the people that I don't have to answer to you. Like what different? I mean, this is somebody else's recording. This is on YouTube. I told y'all I'm not a gatekeeper. This is on YouTube. It says Cloud Chasers Reaction. It has 27K viewers that's watched this shit already. It's only 18 people in here, and I'm pretty sure before you got to me, it was something that you looked at that made you damn, you know what I'm saying? That made you come over here to see what was going on. Even if that's just crazy. That don't make no sense.
And no one really could accept him like that, let alone accepting knowing that he had.
She said Joe done hopped on your live.
Baggage.
And I also, to be honest, the first video I played was of a young man saying how that was fucked up for whoever this lady is to do that. This is what we're listening to see what made him say that. That's very crazy and weird. That's weird behavior. I don't have anything bad to say about anything. Like I said, this is all alleged. This is alleged behavior. This is what she has to say. I don't know who she is, but I've learned from looking online. This is all that came past me. And I can't believe that a person, even if they were of some type of medical stature, would exploit this type of information, because that is defamation of character. It's unfair. However, that's life. We put ourselves in these situations when we put ourselves on the forefront. And I'm pretty sure that if this were true, she would have been saying, that's fucked up. I'm going to go do this right now. But she continued to do what the fuck she was doing. And Hillary said she was going live about it. So I don't see nobody jumping down their throat. What is wrong with people? So how about this picture, love, while we finished? Yeah, trying to check me is weird behavior, but I have to stay along the guidelines. Hey, Miss Shonda, because I know how people turn around and do. This is not the first story that I've covered. I've covered a lot of stories. I've talked about a lot of different things. I normally only have 3 people in here, love. Like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. We're hearing whatever this guy responded to earlier. The recording is live or whatever on somebody else's live. I don't know who's talking. So we're going to continue to play it. And I don't own the copyrights to anything that's being played. Okay? And I don't agree with anybody who says any of this shit. This has nothing to do with me. But here you are.
Well, part of it is true. But Rolandis, he has.
Right. Did you not even hear this person say part of it is true? People just be talking. How the fuck do even people know that that person is somebody that know these people for real? I won't give a damn who came through this bitch. But all you got to do is look and pay attention. People are weird. She said Duchess. Oh my God.
Been with another man.
Who is Duchess, honey?
Curtis and Vince. Those were that was Rolandis D. What we call him D. My cousin called him D. That is, the first two guys that he had, being with, I don't know, top, bottom, down, side, however they may put it, but that's what Rolandis being before Joe, before all of that, that was him. He had the Lexus Gold car, and he did date women as well. He was in a relationship with a female.
Oh,
and he
okay.
did think that was his child, not the one that they posed.
Yes, honey, get them folks they credit, because I don't know these folks, honey. I ran across these just like everybody else. I don't know nothing about these folks. Child, this is entertainment. Keep getting them paid. Shit, I ain't getting paid for it. I'm trying to figure it out, honey. Shit, these people is weird, but thank you for the information.
It's by a light-skinned, high yellow girl, but I never knew her name, and I didn't really know because he was so into, trying to figure out his sexuality. And they have, if you go back and look.
Okay, we're going to fast forward through a little bit of that.
Lower and things of that nature. Yes, that is true about him passing away, right there where Joe was.
I want to know how she know, okay? Who is the person talking?
Me and my wife, we're just lesbians. That's it. But
okay, so this is for entertainment purposes only. What is she talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With that.
Right. Well, no, I was saying Joe was married. Joe was in a relationship. Joe, if you know the picture that they posted of the high school and the book and everything, he went ahead and
said Charles' cousin girlfriend is the one who talking to a woman named Safari. It's on Facebook. So yeah, folks jumping out. Highways on 19.
He had been messing with women and he's been messing with men, but he also kept that on a DL. But Eddie Joe was involved deeply with a woman. That woman and him was in a serious relationship before.
Yes, and a bit acting like I'm the only motherfucker in the world. Like, do not come for me. Oh my goodness. Let me charge my other device so I can get safe and prepared. Let me just go ahead and get prepared because this is weird behavior. Acting mean towards me because I'm pressing something that a billion motherfuckers done seen is weird behavior.
That's why he was so undecisive with how he should dress. If you notice now, he's still that way, but he's coming along with more of the woman features, more of the, I'm going to, get my hair done and everything. But that guy, Darrell.
I'm sorry. Miss Safari, I thank you for coming in here. Let me say this. I know I heard.
So this is the little Michelin Man actual live, I'm guessing, with Safari talking. Just got the. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. What? Wait a minute. It's so serious because they said the person had came him. But I ain't got nothing bad to say. You understand what I'm saying? This is for entertainment purposes only. Like, I love everything that they've done, and it did happen to Malcolm. Try to go ahead and silence you, but that is weird behavior. A new page, like this is not my business. Like, it's the people that's trying to get money, the people that's saying send gifts, I'll talk at such and such time. Like, I was just in Hillary live, and Hillary was saying she was gonna go live at a certain time so she can spill whatever tea. Like, what difference does it really make? Ain't nobody trying to be real life friends with these people. It's for entertainment purposes only. So for whoever to go up there, they must not have been too, deemed too smart, because like they said, Miss Netta, whoever they is can go ahead on and sue the shit out their ass. And that's what they should do. It is not that deep. If you on that motherfucker and you acting like you telling the truth, and you know damn well you ain't telling the truth, and you talking that shit, that's fucked up. But hold on, I got something for all that, because people is crazy. Hold on. They ain't gonna say tap the screen, to get the scene, get all. You ain't got to do all that. The only thing I need y'all to do is tap my screen to make sure y'all protect my live. Okay, that's all I need y'all to do. I don't need no gifts. This is for entertainment purposes only. Yes, TikTok has become drama, and it's crazy and ironic that these people have taken these little children's app and started so much motherfucking turmoil. That's crazy. That's weird behavior. However, they thinking that they doing the right thing by keeping people aware, but being in somebody else's business that don't pay your bills, it really shows a lot about your characteristics and moral character. However, can't nobody tell nobody what they can say on their page. Now, if Ms. Netta want to say, I don't agree with what you're saying, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't talk about it, then I would not talk about it. But other than that, I'm doing the same thing that everybody else doing. What the fuck?
Hillary, you're going to say something, but honey, I don't know what this man how he could have been pleasing a woman. I don't know what he was doing. But go ahead.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying with what you're like when I mentioned you, when I was basically stating that, hey, Miss Hillary, she got something going because Joe has a lot of alias names. He have used a lot of different social security numbers. That's why he initially got cut off of his social security. He did not get cut off his social security. SSDI and SSI.
Paris, this ain't no grow live, honey. This ain't that. This ain't no grow live, but hold on. Okay, give me a minute. Sheila, what's up? I'm trying to let you up, Sheila, to say what you got to say, love. I don't know if it's still turning or not, but if I missed your request, send it back. Thank you, Miss Mississippi. But anyway.
I was like, you know what? Let me get down to the bottom of it, because that is not why, just because you started making money, even though that is a source of income for SSDI, and they will count that, and yes, they will stop your income every month if you're making that much money. But Eddie Joe was cut off. If you go And look, and I didn't have to go because I knew he went by Eddie Joe Robertson.
I don't even see how that shit even important. Hold on, let me go to the part with what she talking about.
And Joseph, all those names, Joe Netta was like the...
All right, like, that's what I'm saying. It's evidence somebody wants some clout.
Since he went to job court and got his trade in welding, right? And you know how everybody was like, well, Charles got a good job. Charles got a good job. And with that being said, he went to job court. He went to go study to get his welding. Whenever that is
okay, so let's pause this. Let's see, can we get some of this put together on how does any of this shit matter? If anybody can get this, help me get this up here in this box and tell me what possessed whoever's cousin to want to go on this live and talk all of a sudden about this person's business. I would appreciate it if you can come tell me, because it sounds like she's so ready to damn tell it. She telling so much that she really put herself in some deep ass trouble. And when I say some deep ass trouble, I mean real deep, because this shit is crazy. That don't make no sense. What would, girl, like, if you knew that, I'm pretty sure everybody in their hometown knew all of this shit if it's true. So what the fuck is you doing? But all right.
Physical, of course, for welding to see, make sure you can see, make sure your knees are good. You know, they draw some blood. And sometimes you may find out then, well, not only, like I said, not only has Eddie Joe Netta, whatever, been grooming him since he was 16, 17, but the reason why Rolandis went to job court is because he was ashamed.
I can't get over the 16, 17.
I ain't got a damn thing. What is you talking about the job court? It just sounds like too much. How do you know this much of a bitch business?
You know, Joe didn't have a preference. It wasn't just with 16 and 17.
Yeah. She's going to jail.
All say it's called Truett Lane right there. And it's, I want to say it's Truett Road, Truett Lane. And they all stay in the back there.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
She's stating that 47. Joe, you're 51. You know, if you come out, you're 51. You know, I hated to say this, but Joe is 51. He have changed his birthday over umpteen times. He have changed his social security number. So the more that he lies, the more that people go and dig up, because for one, you keep saying that, hey, I'm 47 when you know that you're 51. You're just trying to get close. You're just trying to get as close back to Charles' age.
Sounds like she need to worry about them motherfucking smoke detector batteries instead of worrying about this man's birthdays he want to make up. Like,
actually groomed him, but you did groom him. Then you took him around. You took him to the grocery store because he was a daddy's boy and a mama's boy.
Mr. Furry, hold on a second, sweetie. I gotta back up a second because you just, girl, let me ask you this. So this would explain how Joe Netta came on TikTok admitting to paying for fake
TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes. I don't know. I'm finna speed on through this shit. 44 minutes. We gotta talk about this shit.
Employing him,
right? And they took a chance with Rolandis at first, but like he said, he'd been there a long time. But the first year that he was there, they loved him. And it wasn't that no one never judged him.
Somebody go get Charles out of there.
Joe put Rolandis' business out about his sexuality.
Oh, like what difference does it make, ma'am?
But I clocked AT with the whole marriage thing. And that's the whole reason how Joe been coming on my page and trying to get me clipped and this and that and the third, you know, because I clocked.
Okay, so who it is? Somebody they clocked the T and Joe been trying to do that. Who is that person? Who is that, honey? Who is these people? They just done gang up.
I knew they weren't married. For one, the marriage was making it look like a template off of Microsoft Word.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
think about this, ladies. Okay, if they wouldn't have fell out with Carlos, right? In the pre-recordings of the show that Carlos was, you know, saying that he was going to get them, Carlos and the other manager was working very hard because they was not, you know, I wouldn't say icons, but they was building a great brand for them. See, if that wouldn't have happened with that whole situation, and I'm only going off of social media because I don't like to go off of social media what I see. I like to go off of facts and what I know. So the reason why I'm going back to social media.
The thing, she said, these are... She gonna be sued for even her dirty panties. This bitch just said the word facts and all this shit. This is alleged from my behalf. I do not know if this shit is real. I do not understand what the hell. Like, she sound like, you know, when somebody be done babysat the child and the child be like, let me tell you what happened. And they just run on and tell you everything that went on over them folks' house. And then you end up, then nothing really happened to them. And then you beat their ass for talking too much. Yeah.
It's to kind of put you in a dialogue, in a frame, in a timeline of where I'm headed to with the marriage. So if Carlos, like he stated, there, you know, when everyone Googled to see about the app, the TV show, and them.
Oh, that's why Miss Netta said she was gonna do her wedding and stuff live. I guess. I mean, stream it and stuff.
That's when Joe had to come up with a plan as being Joe, fraudulent, to keep it going. So like she said, she went and found the template. It didn't match the same certificate that he jumps up and shows us on the wall. Okay, he said, you can go to Silicon, Alabama and pull up our records. Okay, now, this is where I'm going to get you at. It's going to confuse you. If Joe actually went ahead and married Charles, which that's not true, but if he did actually go ahead and marry Charles, then...
One question, do the marriage certificate say Joe and Charles? I mean, Netta and Charles, or Joe and Rolandis, or what the fuck is they saying? Like, what is they telling us, y'all? What? Please help me break it down.
Rolandis.
Because this right here, what you see on the big screen, that's a fucking icon, okay? Let's go ahead and get that together, all right?
Of course, he wouldn't be able to keep going through with his fraudulent case that he got with the alien.
Calling it fraudulent? I cannot.
Security office, just like I take my sister.
Wait a minute, another thing. I want to know also, how in the Sam Hill do you go... How do you go pull up somebody's social security information? That's all I want to know. I've worked in all type of fields, and I've never been able to go see if somebody is drawing a check or not. What did you go do? Sign up for food stamps and these people name or some shit? How the fuck do you know when if his social security start getting cut on and off? That's weird. That's what's making this shit seem a little bit weirdish.
But everyone knows that, hey, I'm not going to say her name, but I'm going to just say, Jessica. They'll say, hey, Jessica, girl, look, it's your third time coming back trying to fight this. Just wait till your court date. You know that you didn't, collected this money and you was working, or you changed your name and was receiving benefits. Yes, everyone knows you, Joe. You was the... How I can say this? Like they say, class clown. You was the city clown for Silicon, and you know that everyone knows.
And what new page she supposed to been in that somebody was talking about she was in here on? I know damn well she ain't came in here. She ain't got no reason to be coming in here looking at shit. Cause I really don't. Frankly, I wouldn't give a damn. To be honest, I got time today.
At the food stamp office. Everyone knows you at the grocery store. It's a small town. But at the same time, of course they know you because you came up there raising, I can't curse, but you came up there raising sand about, your benefits being cut off the first time because of the alias name and the fact that you use a different social security. And after they do investigate, when he got the lump sum, that's why now they break the lump sum down in payments.
That can't be why, not because of Miss Nelda now. Come on with the shit.
Now, this is why Joe Robinson came on video yesterday and said he had been on SSI.
SSI for what?
Why Joe, do not go to the esthetician. He mentioned an esthetician for the first time that he could pronounce yesterday, because with an esthetician, they're going to do blood work, blood samples. They need to get to the bottom of why reptilian, or what's going on. They need to know.
You know what? No, but we do have somebody on the panel that is an esthetician. Her name is Pink, and she's been saying the same thing, that he needs to go to a dermatologist.
Right. But he won't go. Out of everybody that he has promo from.
So y'all know that video I just showed y'all before, I'm about to show y'all this video happened last night. Well, this is the first time that Charles and Ms. Netta went live, and this is how Joe was acting on that live. He was turned down. Charles was even trying to give Joe some compliments about his face, like they know that they just was exposed. Joe know that what was said last night was honest.
The fact I can't even agree with that, because she could just be fucking sad that people saying the shit, and it's a billion people on here that's gonna hear this shit. Like, whether it's true or not, like, she could have just been upset because of what just happened. But see, I didn't see this shit last night. This was 5 days ago, whatever night this was last week, honey. I missed it.
After that, I was just on TikTok. That's going to be a whole nother video. Make sure y'all go to my Facebook page, right? Charles was on live battling with a dude, y'all, and Netta made Charles get off a live because everybody was asking for Eddie Joe. Where Eddie Joe, and asking about that package. This is getting crazy. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and that post notification so y'all know the next time I post it. This is wild. Like, I knew it was some creepy shit going on over there, but I didn't know it was this creepy.
This the video where they eating at Popeyes.
Like, you could just knock on them.
And then that's what I ran by first. First, I ran by that video. Them were supposed to be reviewing the Popeyes, and she was brushing them off. And then I kept saying other videos. And I was like, damn, I wonder what the hell going on.
With too much flour. I don't know. It just be hard.
They don't put none of that butter on that, honey. I feel me back up right there. I ate it now. I'm still full from earlier. Just my portion.
I guess he gonna say something about some lemonade and shit. She gonna cut them off.
I mean,
Or we could be taste testing something.
Yeah.
That we just got.
I mean, yeah, we can.
I'm just waiting.
Okay, we not on here.
Oh, yeah.
He look fucking blowed though, don't he?
I'm gonna make lemonade, really.
He look blowed.
Well, you have to buy your own then. Yeah, because I'm not going to be doing all that to waste my stuff. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, it will be.
Put my phone on the charger. So that's when the rumors came out. I mean, it's a little bit deep. I mean, he looked kind of upset. He looked like he a little bit pissed off, but at the same time, he young and she a full adult, so he probably feel a little bit worse. So he probably feel bad because he knows she gonna feel bad. It might not be damn true. It actually might not be damn true, to be honest. And it really kind of sucks that they going about it their way. Like, if y'all want to explore that, y'all could have talked about some more shit. Y'all could have talked deeper about the Gucci purses or whatever the fuck y'all wanted to talk about. But y'all didn't have to talk about that. This right here, these folks' health status and if they well or not. Like, that's weird behavior. Like, but I want to know, is she really related to the family? I want to know, is the person that gave out all of this information, are they ready to be in the court of law? Do they think anything's going to happen of this? Like, do y'all think Ms. Netta gonna actually take these folks to court, or do y'all think she gonna let it go? I definitely don't think she's gonna let it go. I think that it was a real low blow and inhumane, actually, because those people got to walk around folks, dog. Them folks got to be in the world. Them folks got to go to the grocery store, like she said. And if the man did show out at the Social Security office, that wasn't up for her to tell every goddamn body. Hell, damn, you might work at the Social Security office. The only way you able to pull up this type of information, yeah, you dating somebody in his family, but still, who the fuck gives that much of a damn about somebody's business? And you don't think Joe know exactly who voice that is? How long has she been dating somebody in the family? She done let that go on and ain't called nobody and ain't let nobody know nothing was going on. She just as guilty at this point, in my opinion. Like, you feel like 16, 17 years old, you talking about it now, bitch, you done waited 4, 5 years, these folks been on the web, and now you just want to bring forth some type of awareness? Come on with the game. People be knowing what they be doing. People be knowing. She said she lives there too. Yes. So what benefit was it gonna do Rolanda's cousin, significant other, to burst them out? Like that's what I want to know. I like what exact due diligence. Yeah. So do we know if it's just a money grab? Like, do we know if it's false? Do we know if they start acting so good now to the point where we don't know what's real and what's fake? Or do we feel like, hey, Militant, how are you? Do we feel like this shit might blow over? Because it's definitely some defamation going on in there. She had no business doing that. Defamation going on in there. She had no business doing that. That's too far-fetched. And you just don't do people like that. You literally do not do people like that. Even if you felt like this shit was true, what the hell will make you do that? That's crazy business. Literally do not do people like that. Even if you felt like this shit was true, what the hell will make you do that? That's crazy business. Yeah. But yeah, so one of my little Joe been paying people to say nothing. For real, they said that on Facebook that he was paying people not to say nothing. But I didn't know how serious that actually was. Like, you felt like is they making enough money to actually pay people to do that? Because they also got clips of him saying, y'all send me some roses and some flowers. But I don't think that was a broke tactic. I think that he was doing that because he kind of felt down. Like, people be reading so deep into these folks shit, it be ridiculous. But don't be reading into that baby mamas and baby daddies and shit like that. And be wondering why they be needing so much help, honey. Like, here we is worrying about these folks paying their bills. Like, do you guys, like, damn, is the people that's talking, do they need some followers? Are they trying to go viral? Like I said, if he been paying people, how do we know that all of that other shit just ain't ran out and this a money grab too? You feel me? How we know that it just ain't not thought out well and it's some BS? And they just don't know what else to do now. But they faces was long as 75. I ain't even gonna hold you. They was so upset, Lord have mercy. On these videos, I feel bad for them. And like I said, on my video that I recorded of her earlier, she wasn't herself. She wasn't her normal self. Hey, how are you, Lisa?
I'm fine.
So, how long have you been following for?
I've been following Joe since Facebook before he hit TikTok.
Back when he was...
Back when Joe was big, before the weight loss.
Oh, okay. So, are you from the city, or you just been listening around and you've been gathering different stuff throughout social media?
No, I've been following. No, I'm not from Alabama. I'm from North Carolina, but I've been following Joe for a minute, and I done seen everything. I done seen everything play out.
I'm sorry, my connection was bad. What you say?
I said I've been following Joe for a minute, but I've seen everything play out.
So, why do you think the cousin came forth to tell about all of this?
I got my assumptions, I don't really know, but what I'm hearing, I'm assuming it's people down there in Silicaca, in Alabama. I guess they tired of Joe and how he portrayed. Oh, we are icons, and everybody, hey Joe, hey Miss Netta. Nah, them people down there ain't doing none of that. But um, like I said, like what I posted, Joe was paying them people. Joe been paying them people. Who? I don't know. But he was paying people to not to say nothing so he can keep his story going or what he had going on.
So, I mean, what I really just don't understand what difference does it make if they have the package or not? Do you think like the cousin came out to do that for money?
Ah, I don't know. I see. I can't say. I'm not sure why she decides now to come out and put it on the forefront, but it's crazy. It's crazy to me. It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I just know that. I mean, people don't just come out of the package store saying, "Hey, I got the package." So I just want to know, how did that information get leaked? And if it got leaked from Job Corps and all these places that this person alleged, and then somebody need to be sued, and then they won't be broke so they can pay.
Okay, now I'm gonna take you back now. Like I said, I seen from Facebook. Okay, so I don't know if Joe and the boyfriend before Rolandis, they were together. This is back in, the one to your right. That man passed away, I think in 2012. He passed away. Joe said he suffered a heart attack or something like that. But other people saying no, that man had AIDS. Excuse me, the homie in Virginia. So when that came out, that's when everybody was kind of like piecing stuff together. Like, what? So I'm assuming the woman that's telling Safari, I'm assuming she knows the word. I'm gonna explain something. When stuff like that happens, it's always that one person gonna tell one person, and that person tells somebody else, and that person tells somebody else. It becomes out there. Some people say it's a rumor, whatever, but when it comes to stuff like that, ain't nobody holding no water. Ain't nobody holding no water. So them people in Silicaca knew, about Joe, but I don't think the world knew.
Hey, love me, how are you?
Good.
Do you have anything you want to contribute to the conversation?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, let us know when you do. You got to come with receipts for that type of stuff, though. And no
But
one
yeah,
has seen any papers that serious. It is very serious.
mm-hmm. But yeah, so.
But like, what they mean by you got to have blood work drawn to go to the esthetician or?
Yeah. So when anything, it's like a major surgery, and that's any hospital, any surgery you gonna have done, you gotta go through blood work. And when they do that blood work, they're gonna run everything from diseases to whatever drugs. If your liver any good, you gotta go through a physical thing to make sure you can have this operation done.
And they wouldn't have had them. They wouldn't have been doing them folks' teeth and stuff and all them places like that with cameras and people in there if that was the case. So that right there deems that people believe a lot of shit that they just hear or just going out shit because ain't nobody got their PhD. None of the people talking ain't got their PhD or doctorate in the human body and disease control. And TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. However, like I said, those people got fake abs, fake booties, and all that. And they had people in there filming them while they were doing such. So had they had any type of infectious disease, nobody wouldn't have been able to be in there, not even their mama, because it would have been so much of a liability held on the doctor and the facility that was allowing that to go on in an sterile environment. Anybody who was exposed to any type of infectious hazardous disease would then have to be compensated by the facility.
Well, I know when Joe Nail went and had those procedures done at the Goals, them was the Goals people doing the video.
It doesn't matter though, ma'am. What I'm trying to tell you is if anybody, the CDC will not allow anybody to operate on anybody that's containing an infectious disease for no filming purposes. They wouldn't. That's a very big liability, and hospitals and facilities have like a $1 million deductible that they have to pay before they even start throwing out their insurance money, even start giving out any money. So with that being said, there's no way possible that those people were infected and those people that were drawing and marking on them, they were not 100% in plastic. Because when you go like, okay, you can say that if you want to plead your part, plead it. Come on up and say so. But even when you go to facilities like jails and people have infectious diseases, they give their ass plastic instead of the regular shit. Even in population at the nursing home, they have to let you know who got what before you they have to let you know.
Well, look, I don't know about as far as that procedure that Goals do, because people was talking trash about Goals and how they were just all about money, the money. So even that might be so. People do overlook just to get that money. And that's when some people's lives come into play, because some people have died from those type of surgeries.
But what money though, ma'am? They switched the service for a service. That was an exchange. I got a whole bunch of followers. I'm a big influencer. You do this surgery for me, then I'll put your name out there, and all of these people where you'll be able to see. They'll be able to see you
already
everywhere.
Out there.
I understand, but they went all the way down here in the South, not in Georgia. I ain't never heard of them. And not in Alabama until Miss Nut of them. It's a lot of stuff and a lot of stores that I ain't never heard of until I see Miss Nut of them rocking with them or going over there like them little
You don't have Instagram.
Huh?
You don't have Instagram.
I do.
Okay, Goals promote on Instagram. I don't see them on TikTok.
I understand, but what I'm saying, I'm not trying to cut you off. It's the logistics of things. Even though they have their own followers, just like if I have somebody in my box that got 50,000 followers, even though I got 3,000 solid followers, they're going to bring traction to my page because they have that many followers. That's all I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it was an exchange of service. It ain't like Miss Netta them gave them the money straight up to do it. It was an exchange. Just like when these people on Baddies begin those teeth and surgeries and stuff, it be because they are influencers and their own channels that are going to be seen and spread, and we're going to talk about them from platform to platform.
Well, I don't know about service for service, but I know it took them like 2 months to get that service done. Cause he was talking about it, and he and they, including Charles Rolanders, was talking about getting the surgery, but it actually took them almost 2 months to get the surgery.
Right. My thing is this. If you know you got somebody in the pack in the house with you what got the package, you gonna let them eat off all y'all spoons and let that spoon get mixed with the rest of the spoons, or you gonna make sure you say that you make sure you know you got a mark on that spoon or something so you can throw it away later on. I just
I
do
ain't gonna
not
have
see them.
nobody in my house. I ain't gonna have nobody.
I
No, I'm not
mean, that's
gonna.
what I'm saying. Who knows? Who gives people those type of tests before they walk in the house?
You have to, and then see, that's what I'm saying. When you get that procedure done, it's all types of tests, even including something about your IBM or
Yeah,
BMI
your
in your body.
BMI.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
so
why I
with
say
those
this.
tests being taken, if that was deemed true, you think they gonna have somebody in there with some blood can splash on them in their eye? Cause they doing the procedure. We don't know what might go on. The
I don't.
inevitable
I
man.
don't. I don't even recall seeing the person doing the surgery. I
I
just.
got a screenshot of what the way Charles Fay was looking during the surgery. And it's a
I
few little
remember.
spots on there and I was like, what? How would they even in there if they saying this?
I remember seeing them after surgery. I do not remember seeing no one performing anything on them. I just remember seeing afterwards.
Creme Deluxe Candle Boutique. You got candles. Talk about your candles and then tell us what you got to say, honey.
How y'all doing?
Fine.
Okay, so I make my own coconut candles. That's my business, but I came up here to say give a little pointers out. I have a few family members that have HIV. Okay.
Can't say that on TikTok. The package. This is
Okay, I'm
family.
sorry. The
Okay.
package. I have a few family members that have the package. Okay. They had got breast implants and they had got BBLs. Now, here's the deal. I don't know Charles. I don't know Miss Netta to say that they have that package, okay? I really don't care, but since we came across this conversation, they will do that. HIV is
The
the
package.
package. Okay, so HIV now
The package.
is the package. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. This
I'm
is
sorry.
and the purpose is
Okay, the
calm.
package is advanced. I mean, it's different now. They have where you could be undetectable. And they still could get it. Now, I know him being in the community, I know sometimes they do it for free. When you have the package, they give you breast for free with a medical card. Especially where I'm from, they do it. Now, if you do have the package, they make you pay for it. They make you pay to get those kind of things like the BBL and the breast. They make you pay for it, but they still would do it. As far as eating from them, you can't contract the package from eating from them. You can only contract it if it's blood transfer or sexually transferred. That's it. Now
Right.
they'll still do the surgery on them, and they have to
However,
keep
if
that
you have
stuff.
I'm sorry to cut you off. However, if you have an underlying disease like gingivitis and your gum bleeds and they just so happens to jug that fork in the top of the roof of their mouth, you gonna have it because you got an open gum and y'all done transmitted just as though you were active. You get what I'm
Well,
saying? So let's
I
make
get
sure.
what you're saying, but I know that only way that you can contract it if, like you said, that open gum, right? And that open gum bleed, and that doctor don't have his protection on and have an open sore, then he can contract it. But if they undetectable, that's why they said know your status. Because if you don't know your status, you can spread the package. But if you is undetectable.
Creme de look. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait, let me. Okay, so boom, you're right. I'm not disagreeing with anything that
Okay.
you're saying, but,
Yeah.
well, not even but, however,
Okay.
Even if you're undetectable, they're saying that you have to go through a series of whatever. They're not going to give you a rapid package test to see can they operate on you. They're going to draw blood work. That's
Right.
also why it took probably 2 months, if that was the case, because the blood work had to be cleared. They have to have some type of security, but at the same time, what doctor with any type of certification, PhD, and doctorate degree is about to allow someone who is infected with the package to come in here with their filming crew and show my malpractice just because you got a lot of followers?
I don't have no idea, dear, when it comes to that kind of stuff with them. But I'm just telling you how my family members was able to get the surgery with the package. And
Well,
I know
I'm saying
that
about how I get what you're saying, but I'm saying how they trying to pin the package on these people. But if that was the case, what person is about to have that liability over their doctorate just to have Charles and Miss Miller? I can't see who you is request again. Come up here and do it. You get what I'm saying? I get what you're saying. But,
I follow what you're saying.
They not just about to say, okay, yeah, you got the package. You can bring your mama, your auntie, your filming crew, and you can keep sneezing. And COVID hasn't went away. They're not going to allow that to go on just to be filmed, just to get exposure.
Right. And this too, let me say this, like when I heard that individual, whoever she was, talking about Netta and Charles, right? I mean, I'm gonna be honest and real with you. I just watch it for entertainment. I could care less. You know, sometimes I'm sitting there working, I'm watching it, I just hear them, you know, I just see what everybody got to say. But she even said that allegedly she
Your mic got muted.
And she said Netta might have the package. So I don't know. And as far as that syphilis stuff, I mean, so what? Everybody done had something.
This is for entertainment purposes only. You have to use TikTok friendly words.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Is a safe environment, and I am extremely non-biased. However, I try to advocate for what's right, and before people just start taking narratives and running with them, they need to start looking and reiterating what's actually going on, because I just don't see a doctor who makes $1 billion putting themselves in line for malpractice to be attached to their names right after Rolly got her surgery and their place that they were at had a malpractice law or whatever about what all they filmed. So, like,
can I interject for a second?
Careful. Go ahead. What do you have, Marky?
Let me interject and actually give you guys some actual factual truth about that package. So a lot of doctors, so when you go to have any procedure done, they ask you your medical history. And if you say that you have, like you said, the package, they want to know what medication are you taking. Are you taking your medications? Let's look at, if you're taking your medications every day like you're supposed to, like the young lady said, you suppress it, you become undetectable, which means that the virus is no longer transferable to anyone, whether sex or blood, because the virus is so low in your system, it can't be passed. So a doctor still can perform any type of surgery as long as the patient is taking their medicine, long as their numbers are great, and long as it's not transferable.
Hold on. Let's stop here. No one is uneducated, and I do appreciate you bringing that to the forefront. What I'm saying is, no doctor is going to allow people to come in and film with all of that going on for a patient of that stature, with everybody just saying that these people are saying that these people have the package. There are reasons to believe that they do. There's reason to believe that they don't. Neither of us know. However, no one said that people with the package could not have surgery. What I was saying is the room has to be so sterile, especially when you're at high risk performing surgeries. They won't allow a filming crew and other people in there when you're high risk, regardless of what package we're classifying it as.
Mm-hmm. But that won't be, see, for you to say high risk, we're basically saying that like I said, that's when it becomes when it's not transferable. I have friends who live with this disease, and I like so I know someone who who did their whole sexual, like they changed their sex and they have it. It's like there's a long things that they go, like you said before, there's a process of it. They have to make sure that their numbers and everything else is correct before they do it. It's not a risk factor. It's only a risk factor if that person is not doing what they need to do to maintain their health. So, but I get what you said about the malpractice. So I don't know about all that, like filming crews and stuff like that. I don't know how that works, but I do know that they still can perform. They still can perform surgeries.
Yes, nobody said they wasn't. I'm so glad that you
Yeah.
came up and shared that and cleared that up.
Okay.
I just wanted
But
to make sure that we all were on the same page, because people come in at the end and they start saying, oh, people with the package can have surgery. No one said they couldn't, love. Nobody ever
yeah.
said that. You got to come in, you got to read the room. Thanks everybody. But you got, not you, just people in general. We got to start reading the room and actually listening to what's actually going on before we start running our mouths saying whatever, because we just came in on this part of the sponge. The whole thing might not be wet yet. So is there anything else you would like to share?
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I don't believe that so-called person that got up there and said that story. I don't believe it, and the reason why I don't believe it because I am in HIV health care. So certain things that they said, I don't. I find it hard to believe that you know for sure that that person has what you allege to have, and the terms that they were used, like when she said that Charles had he have, you know, the S word. When you say that, you can't say have. It's always had, because that's a curable disease. And if that disease goes uncured, then Charles is in a heap of trouble because he can die from it. That particular disease can kill you if it becomes untreated. So that's why I said I don't believe that. I don't believe it because of how the information was presented. Because if you know certain things, you can speak it and you can say it just how far, like how you could just say it. But the way she was doing it, I don't believe it. I just think that they just got somebody and that person is trying to get on the hate train.
Me
But that's
too,
all I have
and
to
that's
say.
exactly why I chose to have this topic, because that's exactly how I feel. Because it just, all of the things that were said about it that centered around the package were uneducated hypothesis. They were just uneducated. They were just saying stuff, and people who are actually in the field could relate. However, how close it may seem to somebody having it, we don't know if what's going on with these people. We don't know what kind of deficiency these people got. People just going off whatever somebody come up and say, and that's not fair. I do not feel like it's fair that Miss Netta and Joe have to be a little bit suppressed. Because like I said, I seen Miss Netta this morning, and she wasn't the same Miss Netta she normally was when she was cooking and shit. And I was like, damn, what's going on? So I started going, thank you so much. I started going through the clips and shit. I was like, shit, even if she didn't have it, she'll feel like some bullshit, because her hate train is just as big as her following. But at the same time, all she got to do is continue to keep doing. What about the grown at 16? You want to come up and talk about it, love?
I'm sorry. So I have a question. Why do you think that they on the hate train about Miss Netta and Charles? Like what made you think? Do you just think they just trolls, or what make you think they don't like them so bad? I mean, why would they not like them so bad?
I don't know. What you think? They say, hold
Okay,
on before you
so
say, they say, what do you feel about the grooming at 16? The panels are open. I think she got served papers this morning. Hillary actually served her today. Someone in the family is releasing information. Money for payouts is running low. Yes, people on TikTok follow trends. And like I said, the panel is open if you want to come up and say. So what else do you have to say? Why do I think what?
why do you think? Okay, so my thoughts on Miss Netta and Joe. I mean, they're the same people. Miss Netta and Charles. I think only thing that I think the reason why they being messed with. Some of them are jealous. Some of them don't have nothing else to do. They trolls. Or the way that she came up and said, sometimes Miss Netta could be kind of cocky.
Very.
Very cocky, and say things about people that's on welfare, that's getting food stamps, and y'all don't have a husband. Now, let me say this. I don't have nothing against the LGBT whatever community. I don't have nothing against them, okay? But it seems like most of the time they say, and it's mostly the men, most of the time they say we women is jealous because we don't have a man and we don't have a husband. And that be something she always say too. And it don't mean that. I guess people just have their own, whatever they want to say or whatever they do, and they feel like being a troll. They feel like being a troll. I think that made me kind of dislike Miss Netta is the way she came up cocky, the way she don't know how to control herself. She want to be in the limelight. She want to be on TV, but she can't control her mouth. That's something that she gonna have to look past what they say, because it's a young lady on here named Sakis. I don't know if you follow her, but she do a lot of eating. And she's a heavy set girl, but she's real pretty, but she's heavy set, and they always get in her little things and talk about how big she is, how fat she is. She don't never reply to those comments. Ever. She keep doing what she doing. Miss Netta argue, and I know everybody is different and it's only so much you can take, but Miss Netta argue back with them. So that make them want to mess with her even more. You get what I'm saying?
I get you, and I'll piggyback off that. I think
Okay.
what a lot of people don't realize is, like you just said, a lot of times you have to be built for social media presence.
Yep.
And that is not, you can see that every day, because to think about it, she came from Facebook. So Facebook and TikTok platforms are two different things. The interaction is way different. Right. I see a lot of people say she's been cocky. I've never watched her before. My first time I watched her was on TikTok. So when you get on TikTok and you get on live, like you said, people are so hateful and spiteful. They say some of the meanest things. Now, I will say is before Miss Netta responded, before she started saying all those things that she said, she wouldn't respond to the comments that, and like I said, I know she sees all the hatred things that people are saying. Now, I don't agree with what she said, but I get where she's coming from what she said, because she's getting attacked every time she pulls that camera up. She's getting attacked. But then it's like everybody looks at, like, well, she said this about black women. She said this about black women. But no one is saying, well, the black women are the same very black women that are attacking her, calling her ugly, saying everything they can about her. And some people can't take it. Some people can take it only so much. But then I don't get it. It's other people. It's actually biological females that's out here saying way worse on TikTok about other females, and it's not an issue for them. They don't have an issue with them. They just have an issue with Miss Netta because Miss Netta said something. Honestly, my cohort opinion of it is just because it's a queer black man. And I'm just gonna be honest. Some black women and queer gays have like this big dispute going on. Some of them are really cool with them. Some of them just hate to see them coming, and they just want something to hate on.
I agree. I agree with most of the things that you said. I do agree with that. But as far as I just want to take Ms. Netta for 1 second and sit her down and say, listen, you gotta watch what you say and stop replying to The naysayers. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Start replying to them. Look past that and keep going. If you want to be on TV and do all these other things, and then you putting out there what you plan on doing. You plan on doing this. You plan on doing that. You get what I'm saying? Don't never let somebody know what you plan on doing, because you don't know if it's gonna fall through or not. So I think a lot of her followers, they see what she put out there and it don't happen. So now they calling you a liar. I would never tell nobody what I'm doing. So when it comes, then just announce it then. I see she do a lot of that. She do a lot of telling people how much she made, and she just doing a lot of things, and whoever her manager is need to take her to the side and be like, look, you want to be famous, you want to keep making money, this is what you need to do.
So, Miss Shalay, what do you have to say?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked since we on the topic of Joe. I don't have a problem with Miss Joe or whatever the hell she want to be called, but I feel like this. We're in a generation now where to get on here and be ignorant, have nonsense going on, it's trending. If she would have kept her niche of, Charles, your lunch is ready, she'd have been straight. He, she, whatever. She would have been straight. It's getting to a point where nonsense is gravitated towards doing the most stupidest thing. And like the young man said a minute ago, it's women on here that degrade black women, and it's okay. I don't think none of it is okay. I don't think when a man do it, it's okay. I don't think when these girls get on here and degrade each other, it's okay. I don't like none of it. But I'm not saying y'all, I'm just saying society feeds it. Because people messy. They feed it. That's what they live off of. And when I tell you the Lord is going to drop a bomb on this earth right now, because this is getting out of hand. All this is getting out of hand. They coming at Miss Joe because why not? Why not come at her? When you put your face and your life and everything you do on a platform for everybody to see, you're asking for judgment. You're asking, well, not asking, but you're going to get judgment. You're going to get criticizers. You're going to get naysayers. You're going to get everything. And if you're not strong enough to handle that and go through this battle, I'm not going to say this like I'm hating on Miss Joe or whatever, but she will never be to the top where she's trying to be. One, because she's not what Hollywood put out there. She's good for TikTok and being TikTok famous, but I just don't see her going further than black urban TikTok culture entertainment. You know, I don't care how many, whatever she go get done or whatever, it's just not gonna get there, because that's not what Hollywood want to see. The only one that's getting up there is Saucy Santana, and let's be for real, why he getting up there? Because look at him. You have to be a certain caliber. You have to be a certain. And let's be for real, Miss Joe and her husband ain't what they want to look. TikTok can look at it, yeah. They're making a mockery of it. What they wanted to come on here and make as a entertainment status as a woman, her husband did thing, they're making a mockery of it. Because that's what society does. They make mockeries of everything. And if you're not strong enough to take that mockery and turn it into something positive and just keep putting on and just keep being, hey, Charles, your lunch is ready, instead of getting on here and wanting to yell at Charles and being it's just a portrayal of what you think a black woman is supposed to act like. Not every woman come out here and be like, oh, F you, and da-da-da-da-da, and do this for me, and da-da-da. That's not every black woman. And the fact that that's the narrative everybody on TikTok, every TikToker that's getting famous puts out there, every one of these famous black TikTokers act exactly the same. It's the same persona. It's the same vocabulary, and it's not every black woman, but that's what every woman, because it's what entertaining.
I agree. I don't know if Charles thought that he was gonna get at. Miss Netta thought that she was gonna end up being this big. However, it seems as though it was something that happened all of a sudden. So I'm pretty sure she wasn't used to the dialogue, nor the correct etiquette. Even though she does kind of put out or portray a bad image at times, she's really not a black woman. So anybody who looks as though and thinks that Miss Netta is your Patti LaBelle or a black woman, I'm not even saying Patti LaBelle is just a American Idol of black women, but we know that that's Joe. So I don't think that she was trying to move along the lines of what a black woman does. I think she was going as she went. I think it was just comedy, and I think she was just really just doing some shit. They say grooming Charles since age of 16, 17 is crazy. How is that okay? Who says it was okay? Nobody said it was okay, love. I still got 4 more boxes if you want to get in here and plead that part, because I don't know who in the hell said that was okay. But my thing is, who in the hell done seen a damn birth certificate or a social security card of theirs for real to know who was what age? So jumping over there into things that don't play you, like if it don't apply, I let it fly. We don't know that. That's just what somebody said.
And it's so many different narratives on how Joe and Charles became to be. We don't know how these people met. You got one that say, oh, she cooked for his daddy and then she started messing with him. Or, oh, she met him over here and then she started. We don't know.
That's what I was about to say. Like, nobody really knows how the two of them met.
That's why, and I was telling me, my friend was talking about that, and I was like, see, the thing about people have to understand, it's the internet. Once that camera goes off, you don't know what these people are doing. You don't know their life story. But to make wild accusations like that, to say that he was grooming Charles, then the worst part, not the worst part, the part that didn't make any sense to me, is you come here saying that Netta was paying off people. I'm trying to figure out how much does Wendy's pay people that you can pay off 5 or 6 people.
I know that's right. I know that's what kind of money we think she working.
What type? Because if Wendy's is giving that much money out, I'm finna go apply.
Wait a minute. Netta said that she made more than a doctor and a lawyer.
Well, no, this was before. Before the accusation.
Absolutely not.
It was the way that cousin put it on that live is that this happened way before the fame. This is when Netta was working, when she was working, and she was working at Wendy's, and she said that she was flirting she was always flirting with the young boys. That's and she was paying off the manager to keep it a hush. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, that don't make any sense whatsoever.
No disrespect to Miss Netta, but around this time how she look now, because I don't see her flirting with the boys back then. Because was she bigger than she was now?
She was.
Okay.
I don't see her flirting with the boys and it's getting away. But that ain't my. I don't know where she live and what they like around there.
No, you're right. You're right. She technically was, but I guess they had to get a story, and that's something. Like I said, I just feel like Hillary was really behind that story to push that narrative, and she couldn't push it. She couldn't deliver the story herself because they have an active lawsuit. So I feel like she played the girl Duchess to do the whole lie, and have Duchess to because if y'all follow Hillary. If y'all see Hillary ain't said nothing, mentioned nothing about that live since that live happened.
Nah, she said she gonna have some OT today. She had them folks' house. Evidently,
she served the papers.
Ain't scaring them.
She served them. She actually got the papers today.
I think Hillary got banned for about a couple of weeks.
No,
Okay,
no,
but
she
all
got a
jokes
page.
aside, y'all, for real, if you think about it, because I listen to Hillary sometimes at night. So if you really think about it, some of that stuff that's coming out, it's either going two ways. It's either Hillary was telling the truth about some things, or like y'all said, she could have been making that up and paid somebody to say it. It could go two ways now. Like what she was saying back a while ago, she said Miss Netta was getting SSI. And Miss Netta said, I don't get no SSI and I don't get no food stamps. And then later on, when they made Miss Netta mad, she said, oh yeah, I used to get SSI and I used to get food stamps. You see what I'm saying?
So what happened? How Hillary knew some of the information? So are you know Hillary has this whole thing with her mods, with her ex mods.
Uh-huh.
So one of those ex mods actually doxed Miss Hillary, and there was a lot of information. I'm not Miss Netta. There was a lot of information on that docs that told Netta's business. That's how Hillary knows that. But other than that, Hillary does not know any. If you listen to Hillary talk, she don't know any. She don't really know anything. And now in her lives, since that mod is not her mod anymore, and they're feuding, she don't know any information. She can't say anything.
Okay.
That's why she's not really dropping. The only thing that she's finna drop, the tea she's finna drop, is she's finna drag out that she actually served papers. She actually physically served papers because Netta been running from the papers. She actually had someone to deliver her and serve her, and that's where the pictures come in at, because that person showed Netta.
But who is someone? The sheriff had to deliver papers. Like, can't nobody just walk up and hand you shit?
No, you can get a
You could walk up and serve somebody. Like if you
get a
took them to
messenger.
court, you can.
I live in New York, and I can if I'm serving somebody, I know exactly where they live. I can hire someone to go serve paper, and all you gotta say is you gonna serve.
With flip flops on.
With flip flops on, long as you hand in that document and you got a picture of you got that
The
picture
person
of
that
them.
served the papers in the picture in the screen, he had on flip flops.
Yeah, you can. That don't matter. Long it just.
What I'm saying is, you gonna go serve somebody with some flip flops on? Do that shit sound real to you? Like,
Yeah.
have you?
They get anybody to serve. They get
I'm gonna
anybody
have
to
on
hand
my
you your
fucking
paper.
boots. I'm
You
gonna
don't
be
have
ready to kick your head in.
You don't have to be
But y'all know something else though. If Hillary took Miss Netta to court, she got to show them proof that stuff is true.
She got to.
She have to. She have to show them that it's true. Or else they gonna throw it out of court. She got to show them that it's true.
If Netta was smart, I'll let her take him to court, because I don't know if y'all been following this Hillary and Miss Netta beef since this happened. Actually, Netta has a stronger case against Hillary, because Hillary sought her out. Hillary did everything in her power to get Netta attention.
And she put it on a
confused. Who is
platform
Hillary?
too.
Another man posing to be a woman.
Hillary, let me tell you something. Hillary go on a rant, okay? And Hillary, the only part where Hillary messed up because she did it on a social platform. Where if Netta was smart, Netta could be like, I'm taking you to court because you defaming me on a social platform. But if Hillary and Netta was going back and forth amongst each other, and Hillary had proof about Netta, Hillary could get that.
Well, what she's doing is that in that lawsuit that she just served her, because she explained it briefly today, it's basically she just took the threat, the threat that she made, and she went and she basically filed paperwork on that.
Oh.
So that's what that's what one of those lawsuits are for. And then the other one, Hillary's just trolling. That Hillary just wants some spotlight, because her original story didn't pan out, and she had to get off the internet, because Her original story wasn't panned out. Her story was kind of like Netta and Charles, but a little bit different. Like you got an older person that's married to a younger man.
Mm-hmm.
That's whole Hillary story. Then she flipped it and said he was cheating on her, and then she would get on live about a year ago and go completely off. And then she would do the same thing that they're accusing Never to do. She would call black women everything but a child of God. If you got in that comment box and talked about her husband, call her husband fine and everything, she will go off on you.
Mm.
But now she's changing her narrative and her story. She's going after Netta.
Well,
But if
she
you
better
look up,
come with some strong receipts.
she needed to be asleep because she got a big court. Hillary got a big court date tomorrow anyway.
Oh, wow.
Because she's suing the homeless shelter. But Hillary's supposed to have
Good
all this
God
money.
Almighty. Hold on. Isaac Hillary Newton French. What in the hell is you suing the homeless shelter for?
That's her game. That's her niche. She has a life of crime behind her. So now she was supposedly in a homeless shelter, and it was like unfair treatment, understaffed people. Like a lot of incidents happened. So she's suing them.
Do we know what Hillary looked like? Who is Hillary? Let me see.
I have Hillary on my page somewhere. I'm gonna have to find her. I don't think she's in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at R. Kelly and Jay-Z now.
She had a suit on. It's 3 or 4 people that's in that lawsuit that she did, including Joe.
Yep, it's Nosy Bystander, Omar Leonard, and Joe.
Nosy bystander, the nosy bystander.
Yeah.
Girl, yes.
Girl, give me information on this.
She's suing her. So basically, the mods, the ex mods, they kind of stated something that wasn't true, and Hillary knew it wasn't true. What they said that she lived in a mental institution, and that her and her husband had an annulment, and those two things weren't true. So they passed that information along.
Yeah, so hold on, wait a minute. Hold on before you keep going. I've been saying allegedly so much. I said that at the beginning of my live, and I've been going live for about 2 hours now. I said from the beginning, I don't own the copyrights to none of this bullshit, and everything is allegedly. I don't know none of these people. I promise you, I don't give a fuck. It's just TikTok stuff for right now. And just like I went eat that shit right there, I don't give a damn about them. So I promise you, everything is allegedly. Nobody in this room can be sued in the court of law, because everything we're speaking about is none of it's facts. We do not know if any of it's true. Okay?
And I'm sure most of us watching for the same reason, because we waiting for our chicken to get done, or we waiting to get off of work or something. So we just watch it. We tune in to TikTok.
Yeah. And see, if I speak on Hillary, it's gonna be facts, and something that I actually can prove. Because like I said, I've been following her, so I like said how Nosy got into it is because they said something that wasn't true, and Nosy basically repeated it, and now she's taking them to court over that information. Because Hillary is smart; she's very smart. That's what.
Well, wait a minute. What does she like to be called, honey? I don't want to fuck around and say.
For her.
Let's get this together, honey.
What she gonna tell you is she's going to tell you that she is a hermaphrodite. That's what she's going to tell you.
She is going to tell you, because everything you said was facts. I said I don't know. I did not know.
She is not. No, I'm saying I'm just saying if you ask her, she's going to say she's a hermaphrodite, but she's not. But she's not a hermaphrodite. She's born a man. We found her old. And you know what? One thing you can't get rid of, and a lot of people forget about, is Twitter. We found her old Twitter account from back in the day. And in her bio, it says she's a transgender woman.
Okay, wait a minute. We can't say all that stuff. We're going to go and zoom past that. She signed too damn dangerous from the anyway. I mean, she signed too damn dangerous anyway. I just so much going on. Then folks so scared to come say what they got to say. I'm not going to read it out loud if you scary. So.
Oh, I got you. Hillary's a mess. And She's a compulsive liar,
She
and
is, because I remember seeing her those papers from her husband when he had it. I think annulment. He went to
not
court.
not the annulment. You're talking about when he took her to court to silence her because he was getting now because he's a well known realtor in Connecticut. So
No, I'm
he
talking
was
about
getting
Oh my god.
marriage. He went and had that marriage annulled.
no. See that's what she's telling. Don't no, that's not true. That's what you can't say. That's not true. That's not true. That's how Nosy's in the point that what she's in the point of. That's not true.
So back, let me talk about people what I know because I subscribe to Nosy. So what do you mean the point? What point is Nosy at this point? Like,
So with what the young lady just said about the annulment, Nosy basically repeated that, and she repeated that on her live, and she said that well she has an annulment, and Hillary was like, okay, I got you. That's not true. The annulment there was a issue going around circulating saying that Hillary and her husband got an annulment. They do not have an annulment. They're still legally married. They're just not in the same house. And that's what she's suing Nosy for. She's suing Nosy for saying that she had an annulment, and she's suing Nosy for saying that she lived in a mental shelter, mental hospital, and that she couldn't be on her phone after 12 o'clock. That's what she's suing her for. It's like I'll be honest, like I'm not gonna lead you anywhere wrong, but this is court documents. Like you can look up the court documents and see what she's actually
I
suing
refuse to use
Nosy
my
for.
free unlimited internet to damn abuse it like that to look up some bullshit like that.
Hillary suing people like a white woman. Who is Hillary?
Yeah, that's
You
our game.
Mickey, you have to say YT. It's YT.
Wait, you too?
That's our game.
No,
No,
YT.
that's the
Manila colored.
abbreviation. That's the abbreviation for what you just said.
Oh,
Manila.
girl, I thought you was trying to call her like a whitey. Like whitey.
No, bitch. Oh my God, stop, please. Yes. But my goodness, so I don't know. I never knew it was this deep. I didn't know that anybody was up under, couldn't say certain stuff. I didn't know we weren't supposed to be, streaming the free shit that people stream on the children's app. I don't know how we can use that in the court of law. If, because once you start crossing certain state lines, certain shit don't matter. And that might be why it's not been a real uproar about it.
Well, they've been silent, so you won't hear. She silenced. She silenced them, and Nosy basically said that her lawyer told her not to even comment on the situation. So when they found out that they were being served, the next night Nosy came up and she said she's not going to talk about it because her lawyer told her not to talk about it. And then the
So
same
how
thing with
can I'm sorry to cut you off, but how can that lady have this going on her live
that's
if what your phone went to not work and what now?
hold on.
You sound like a robot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
because
my headphones.
this
I'm
comes
sorry.
from the Hillary William Banks Penpel.
But it goes to the point of defamation and slander. So
Oh, yeah, there you go.
that's what she's getting it for. That's why you have to be like, that's the whole thing about that live that they had about Netta. You have to, like, the people that's resurfacing, like replaying that video, that whole live. If Netta, if it's untrue and Netta decides to sue, she can actually sue everybody. She can take them to court. Not saying that she may win, but you can take them to court because that's defamation. You're spreading false information. And then you can say that you can go into how it affected you, how, like, the damages of everything, what it calls you for, by someone saying
Yeah,
that.
but that's why people have to say this is allegedly, and I don't own the copyright. This is not my words. None of these are facts. Like, so if people aren't really saying this is true, I know this is true, how is that admissible?
So, and I will tell you this too. you have to be careful about using the word allegedly. The word allegedly only applies if you really don't have malice intent. But if you continue to talk about the same topic and you keep saying alleged, and like say if they bring up the video and you let's just say you do 10 videos and in the 10 videos you say allegedly, but you're still talking about the same information, that also it can be argued that there's malice intent. And when it's malice intent, the word alleged is yes, the word alleged is no longer void in the whole thing. So you have
It
to be
depends on the
careful.
conversation surrounded by it. So
Yeah,
people who really don't have malicious intent actually have nothing to worry about because we do have the
you're
freedom
right.
of speech and the freedom of press. As long as you're not defaming anyone or slandering anyone's name or
bullying.
spreading bad information. Also, like I said, across different state lines, different things count and different things don't because the laws change among the lines.
Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I don't pass on, like, and I told him about it. I don't pass on if I hear something, and if I don't know it to be true, most of the time I'm not going to repeat it.
I'm
I don't
gonna say
pick
what I
nothing
damn want
anyway.
to say.
Exactly, because I don't give a damn.
Yeah. I'm gonna say exactly what the fuck I want to say, and I know that I don't give a damn that much now. It'll be different if you can say, "Okay, let me take Desi to court," and then you go look on my computer and you look, "Well, I done stayed up 5 and 6 nights worth of looking up shit like that." Then yeah, but bitch, if I just want to talk about that, I can talk about that.
Because
If I
that's
ain't
what I'm going to say in court. When they say, well, why did you say that? I'm going to say, because I do what I want.
right, like what the fuck?
I mean, hey, you can say what you want, but I say that sometimes that don't go over.
It's
That
called
don't go
freedom
over.
of speech.
It's freedom of speech, but it's freedom of speech goes. It's a two-sided thing.
That's your constitutional right. That's
It's
your right.
two-sided.
It don't work, but with one side with me. See, we ain't gonna be coming over this motherfucker telling me
You
what
sound
I
like my
like to
auntie.
say. Yeah, like I feel you, but like I really don't give a damn, and I wouldn't even been looking this shit up if I hadn't went across Hillary Live, and she was talking about, "You want the tea? Do you guys think I should go live now or later? Y'all want the tea? Should I go put my food on?" Like, come on, man, nothing to cook her green chili. You worry about some more shit.
When I tell you, I was in Dead Alive earlier too, and somebody said, "Why is it green?"
And then I started looking this thing like the whole thing started turning green. I said,
Turning
"Nah,
green.
I'm a lie." It's in my head.
She said, "No," but then she turned that light off. I was like, "Okay, it look a little normal now, but it did have a green. It had a green tint to it." And I was like, "What the?" It's like that. The
I
only thing
didn't get to see him cook it.
Oh, it's on my page.
It's the only thing that man cooked that I think that was actually edible, and I probably would second guess eating it, was that fried catfish and hush puppies. That was the only thing I ever seen that looked good.
I ain't eating none of it. You know
You
what
heard
I'm
me
saying?
say second guess.
It looked good, but I wouldn't eat it.
Really
All
good.
the meals be looking straight. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I wouldn't eat it because
No,
I ate before I came. You know,
no, you don't. You do not put no raw flour into
Raw
macaroni and
flour.
cheese. Yes,
raw
Ooh,
flour.
raw flour
Girl,
and
what is
sugar.
that, honey?
and some sugar. Put some
Sugar.
macaroni and cheese. Yes, honey.
There must have been macaroni biscuits or something.
No,
Girl, what the
no.
fuck?
I think
She made
she got her steps too
macaroni and
wrong.
cheese. She made baked macaroni and cheese and put raw flour inside of it, mixed it up, and put it in the oven.
She got her steps mixed up. I'm gonna say she got her steps mixed up.
But
Well,
my
wait a
question
minute.
is, who
Maybe that's
taught
how
her how
she
to
make her
cook?
shit creamy.
She said her auntie.
Woman milking mashed potatoes. She eat organic and healthy.
She said her aunt taught her. I want to say one of her aunts taught them how to cook, and I was like, "Oh, my stomach literally boiled when I
It's
seen him do that." I was like, "Oh my."
I know they colons cleansed over there. You know what I'm saying? Me.
Man, you know they toilet probably done backed up a couple times.
when it rains,
What's doing that? You can clog your toilet up, right?
Today, why was Hillary asking, did Miss Netta still have on the same thing from last night?
cause she had on the same thing that she had the other day. She had the
Them
exact same
pants.
outfit on.
Yep, she had them pants. She went to the baby
The-
shower with them pants on.
The pants and that Beatles shirt, she had the same thing on.
No,
But
she didn't
Hillary
have that shirt on. She
No,
had a
she had that.
camouflage shirt on.
No,
But them pants she had on
No, when she went live day before the other day,
yesterday.
that gray Beatle shirt. No, not yesterday. The day before. But she
she
had
had
that
on-
Beatle. She had that Beatle
Yeah.
shirt, that gray Beatle shirt on, and that pants. So that's
Friday.
what she was saying. Yeah, Friday. That's why she was saying that she had that same thing on. But clock this. Hillary can't talk. She only got 3 tops, and she rotates 3 shirts.
Look, ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me these people ain't got no clothes.
Hillary, I
Never
I promise
had this
you.
on today, the Beetle t-shirt and the camo
Yeah,
pants.
and she had that shirt. If you go back and look at what she had that shirt on again a couple days ago. That's why Hillary said that. Because when I saw that shirt, when I saw that live today, I was like, "Girl, you had that shirt on like a couple days ago."
Mm-hmm.
But y'all, I promise y'all, I'm not lying. Hillary wears the same. If y'all go look at the video she posts and go look at the dates, I bet you gonna count.
Why has no one put up Hillary's picture? I don't know who that is.
Because nobody really cares about Hillary. See what Hillary has done is when Shamia has launched that BU 3030 crap. And I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but that to me that's a load of bull crap. Hillary, when Hillary first came to the live, Hillary said she's finna attack Netta because Netta stole her content, and she kept saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second thing she said was, "Well, oh wait, I'm out to Netta because she said that Charles looked better than Nate." That was the second thing. And then when Netta cussed out Shamia and Shamia did that, created that BU 3030, Hillary lashed on to that. And when she lashed on to that, she gained some of Shamia followers and some of the other three people that sit there. And I'm say bash that because that's all they do is bash Netta. They bash her, and she's getting that following from that. But Hillary content, nobody really cares about Hillary because when Hillary was on her last year, we saw her play herself out. So she only has a small audience full of people.
Yeah.
So
Because she repeat the same thing.
Yeah, she repeats the same
I'm
thing.
here for the black women. You don't say this and you don't say that. And I kept hearing it hit a nerve in me, and I'm like, you know what? I don't follow Hillary. I don't even follow Netta. But she kept repeating the same thing, and I'm like, yo, didn't you just say this? You ain't got nothing going on. I'ma go ahead. I'm stroll past you because you repeating the same thing, and it irritated me. It bad.
Yeah, and like Miss Desi, if you catch her live tonight, watch. She's gonna repeat the same thing over. She's gonna say the same thing that she said today when she went live, and she's gonna keep saying it.
Yeah, she drags like the world, the Young and the Restless, like the stories. You be like, dang, I wish I'd go to the next storyline. She drag. She drag it on.
She probably ain't gonna talk about nothing but that little interview from yesterday because she just kept asking, y'all want the tea before I cook, or y'all want it tonight like normal? So for y'all people who say y'all don't watch her but still watch her, she ain't gonna be on tonight. She gonna be on when she get ready to cook.
I don't believe that man cooks. What is Hillary's real name?
Hillary.
What?
Hillarante.
It's Hillary. Real name is Hillary. Hillary.
What was his name? His real name before he took on this woman persona? Because he was
Hillary Lee Wall Stewart.
So
well,
his
look,
name
y'all.
is Lee Stewart.
His real name is Hillary.
His name is Lee Stewart. Then he grabs onto Hillary.
No, his biological name, his real name is Lee. Is Hillary
I ain't
leaving?
even gonna lie. When I first heard y'all saying Hillary, I really thought y'all was talking about Clinton. Cause
Why
I was
everybody say
like,
that?
I was like, what Hillary got to do with Joe? Like, what? Not the president, wife. Like, what's going on?
She thought he posted my Hillary
I,
Clinton.
I'm just saying, what his mama name him? His mama did not name him Hillary. He
Exactly. Your
paid
mama
for that
name you Will.
name.
I'ma
Mama
call you
named
Will.
it Hillary. That's what they saying, baby. His
Nah,
Just
name is
like Joe, your mama call you Joe. I'ma call you Joe. You know?
As
like I
far as I can look
said,
up,
his
as
mom,
far, go ahead. I'm sorry.
his mama did not name him that. He paid for that name because you can buy a name and pay for it. You can change your name. And that's why I'm saying he changed his name to Hillary. That is not his name that his
you
mama
sound
gave.
upset, girl. That could be his name. He must
His,
have named him that.
Cause his when he before he transitioned, Hillary actually dated a white woman.
My
Mm.
granddad's name was Hilliard.
Yeah,
His name probably Hilliard.
but his name was on his old Facebook page. It has this when he was a boy and he was married or dating this white woman. His name was Hillary. His Facebook name was Hillary.
When I was a boy, my Facebook name was Miliante.
Are you joking?
Beyonce, that's still a lady name.
Mickey, you always do that.
That's good. I'm
Stop.
Michael. Yeah, you talking about?
Yeah. Miliante, Michael. What did you say? Am I serious? Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Stop! I don't take you serious.
What seriously?
Because you laughing with it. So
Why you just couldn't be Milton? What a Miliante come from? Why? That's still a woman's name.
Shut up. I am Miliante.
I'm king. Change my name to King, King of the Hill.
Oh
hey,
my
I'm watching
God,
that.
Jeremy.
I'm watching it.
Oh, she probably got sick of it, honey.
Jeremy. I want to know what a real name is. Now, where you get Jeremy from?
Somebody said, well, somebody.
Jeremiah.
Oh,
I'm giving out names today.
oh, this Miss Chocolate. Miss Chocolate, you'll never
Jeremy.
see Nate. Nate is got on out of there.
Who is Nate? Cause see, what
Hillary,
y'all gonna make me do is gather some more pictures. Hold on, wait.
Hillary
I
husband.
really wish you would, because I don't know who Hillary is. I thought y'all was talking about the president wife, and I was like, I know Hillary ain't
Hang on.
dabbling into Joe Best like that, serving him papers. Like, you got higher things to do, you know?
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to get out and go locate some of these pictures so you can have a visual of actually what's going on
Yeah,
and see what some more tea is. And I'll see y'all back in about 30 minutes if y'all ain't busy. But we got to get down to the bottom of this. Hillary
That's what's up.
Clinton eyes.
y'all ladies have a good rest of the evening. If I don't talk to y'all again.
You too.
All
I'm gonna
right.
put a picture of Hillary. I'm going to. I gotta go get them, love. So hopefully y'all ain't doing nothing. So go ahead and follow me if you haven't already, so we can get back at the same time in about 30 minutes. Cause I got to get to the bottom of this shit. It's been good talking to y'all, but I gotta go. Make sure you follow because I won't be able to share my live. Other than that, I'll talk to y'all.